Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to a whole new Savored Ice experience. We're about to get a little raw and raunchy as we bring you a brand new hour of hilarious Dungeons & Dragons every single week with our new Patreon-exclusive game, available as both a weekly podcast and video. This is Savored Ice After Dark.
Hey guys, welcome back to Savored Ice After Dark. That's probably a lot more energy than Dave has been giving. Was that too much energy? Was that too much medium dick energy, as people have said recently?
Dick energy.
That's what they said. I took a photo with Jacob and posted it on the YouTube community, and they were like, "So much medium dick energy."
I agree. That's medium dick energy.
Thank you. Here with some shit from last week, Lich Lord.
Oh, that's me. Great. Previously on the Jade Colossus. Devising a way to make it past the frozen door, Rufus Bjark, you and Boshi and Mikhail set up a series of torches, chains, and a well-placed spell to shatter the door off its hinges, revealing what they assumed to be the king of the keep. Slinking out from below the throne of the king, a white dragon appeared and began questioning the group as to their intentions. A very tense conversation and several acts of defiance later, and our adventurers find themselves deep below the keep with no known way to return. You guys have opened a door. To it, you see that there are 3 more doors to the north, 3 more doors to the south. There are 10 obsidian columns, each with their own draconic effigy on them, covered in this glowing purple luminescent lichen. And Boshi has decided to creep inside of one of the rooms as quietly as she possibly can. Boshi, as you close the door behind you to stop the light from coming in, you hear the slow, low snores of a large creature. As you sort of wend your way around the room, you notice this creature is, at first you thought roughly the size of Bjark, but now that you see its whole self, it's about a Bjark and a half, if you would. It is, much like the other creatures you saw previously, very gnarled and woody. It's like a baby's arm holding an apple. Unlike the other ones, it does not have spider limbs coming out of its back. It seems to have its large, like tree trunk-like arms. They end in like whip-like tendrils, where hands would be on both of them. And you see this weird sort of like viney growth from its face. This thing looks less like tree bark and more viney. But it is a rather hulking mass that is sentient and snoring. What do you want to do?
Is there anything else, like if I quietly ease my way around the room and look where I'm going and try not to knock anything over and just be quiet, can I like ease around the room to see if there's like a door or like someone else in here, or if it's guarding something, anything, like why it's in here almost?
Absolutely. You may do all those things. There is no door, there is no one else in here, and it doesn't seem to be guarding anything.
Great. She's going to go back out the way she came quietly.
Okay. That 20 will still work for this one, so you sort of slink back out and quietly latch the door back behind it. And you are rejoined with your allies.
She moves far away enough from the door and does this. And as soon as she gets far away enough, she goes, "Don't fucking go in there. There's no reason to go in there except death."
What is it?
Does that door open in or out?
All doors open in.
Okay.
It's weirder than the tree thing, but it doesn't have as many arms, and it's like oh my god, it's just a fucking ugly thing with like tendrily hand things, and it's like Bjark and a half. And it's not guarding it.
Tentacles?
There's no other doors in there. There's no exit. Literally just sleeps in there. Don't go in there. There's literally no reason.
It's a bigger Bjark with tentacles. Why don't you want to?
Tendrils. Don't say the T word.
Technically, never mind, Loss.
The other T word.
Alright, let's check out the other door, or do we want to take care of that situation so it
Nope.
doesn't follow us around?
Lock the door?
It seems to be a sort of bed chamber, and therefore locks from the inside.
Maybe it's best that we don't let it know that we've been here.
I think we should just keep going, and I'll just look behind us every once in a while.
But Boshi, if we go that way and something causes us to get into another scrap or yelling or fighting or any other noises, and we don't deal with this one now, we may be putting ourselves in a terrible place.
We're running out of necklaces.
All right, let's keep moving then.
I would like a group perception from all of you.
A group perception.
Yeah, just everyone roll.
I rolled a 10.
Wait, that's not a roll. Why did that not roll? That also did.
5.
I'm busy thinking.
10, a 1.
9.
Honestly, Mikhail rolling a 1 is just status quo at this point.
Mikhail is staring at his peen.
By and large, you guys are successful enough that you, as you're making your way around this room to the various other doors, you hear snoring of varying sizes coming from all of them.
We don't want to go in any of those. Nope. Fuck
What?
that. Fuck
Part
that.
of the test. What is part of the test? Oh. What if we spoon with them and then they're all married to us and then they gotta be nice?
That's not how that works.
Wait, Yoshi, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
This room was supposed to be a carriage. Right?
What? No, honor. It's like honor. I'm looking for a home.
Oh, well, fuck on
He's
that.
looking for gold.
Did we search all of the doors yet?
You search all of the doors all the doors in this room have snores coming from them.
Okay. If I go back in the other room, there was another door, correct?
There was. Mikhail opened it, and it leads to about 80 feet of dark corridor.
Great. She's going to go down that corridor. And she's going to do her thing where she says, hold on one sec. And then she runs before she gets to the doorway and just leaps with how, she can jump a lot farther.
Okay.
Does this
To try to,
door,
not touch the ground. Sorry.
this door also open in?
All doors opening.
They can't
Okay,
all
so when we
open
get on the
in.
other side, I want to shut it, and I want to create a pit underneath of it.
Yep.
To make it hard to open from the other side.
Okay, perfect. All doors open in. That's just a feature of any kind of architecture, except for exterior doors.
My grandma taught me.
Cool. So
open
you
in is a perspective thing. If you're in the hallway, never
nope.
mind.
All doors always open into rooms. So if you're in a hallway, it opens into the room you're going into. If you're going into a house, the door opens into the house you're going into.
But the
All
door
doors
into the
open.
hallway
But
would
if
open
we
out then.
go on the other side of it and then we leave,
This is a one-way hall, bitches. We can't come back.
the door just knows which way
That was the
we're
point. So we're in a room, and
Yep.
we're going into a hallway. This door
Yep.
opens into the room, right?
It opens into the room.
So how is he going to pit it once we go into the hallway?
Doesn't.
So you are
That's
in a
what
room.
he said he
you
did.
No, we're in the hall. We all get in the hall, and then he shuts the door behind us.
And it opens into the room. So how is he going to pit it down?
Does it open into the hall of the room?
It opens into the direction you're going from.
Okay, good. It opens into the hall then. He'll pit. Just who cares? Just,
I understood perfectly clear.
Thank you.
You're a very clear DM.
Thank you. So you pit in the door. It is. You'll hear it if it gets battered against. And you are jumping back and forth, Boshi.
Can we title this just "No More Doors"? Or just
No, the title is "Doors Open In" is the name of the episode. Boshi,
Doors
you
to
are,
Nowhere?
Logical
yeah.
trap. All right.
you are leaping back and forth along
Yeah, I
the
have an
wall.
ability that makes me jump really far. A thing.
Step of the wind. It costs you to spend a key point.
Great. I'm going to spend a key point and just fucking down the hallway.
All right.
Roll me acrobatics.
Great.
Can I guidance her first?
Sure.
Fuck your guidance.
Bjork, is that why you
Dirty
love
20.
all that jumping and
She
bouncing?
goes, fuck your guidance, and then turns around and runs.
You ping pong down the hallway, and you eventually stop about 80 feet down because there is a large crevasse that intersects the hallway. You see that the hallway kind of would have made like an S turn and continue on, but it has been bisected by this crevasse. The crevasse goes to the northeast and to the southwest, and you could traverse that if you'd like. Or you
So,
could drop down, climb up, and continue down the hallway.
it stops, and then I can go right or left, go
Nope.
down into the hole, and then go right or left. There's two different ways.
It stops. You can go down into the hole, right or left, or you can continue across and keep going down the hallway.
Can I play rocks, paper, scissors, shoot with someone to figure out which way we're going to go?
You just roll a d3.
What
Great.
do you see, Boshi? We're waiting for you down here.
That's true. You can just ask.
I rolled it. Whatever. There's like there's a thing that I'd have to go down and come back up,
Straight,
or I could
boss.
just go that way.
Go straight.
Okay.
Is it safe for us to follow you to where you are now?
I don't know. I didn't touch the ground. There might be traps.
Okay, I'm coming. I run.
You barrel down the hallway, setting off no traps.
Slam, slam, slam.
Slam, slam, slam. I'm somehow still alive because this fucking dungeon won't kill me.
All of the traps set off a second after you went by them.
You're
It's
like
weirdest
the
thing.
opposite of a red shirt.
So a regular
Guys,
member of the crew.
Make your way down. Maybe it's like a Bjark trap, and like if you're Bjark, it'll hurt you. I don't know.
Should I?
We'll be fine, lad.
Yeah.
And we'll walk down.
Okay, you all easily walk down.
Easily down the hall.
And you see the rift that is bisecting this thing. To get across and continue straight, as you suggested, you have to go down, across, up, and continue.
Can I just run and jump?
Uh,
How
You-
far away is it?
How far down is it?
it's a 10-foot drop. It's 15 feet across at an angle. So you can attempt to run and jump. It would just be an acrobatics.
Great. She's going for it.
You have a step of the wind.
Guidance.
8,
I guidance her.
Roll that d4.
9.
9.
Not enough. So you run down the hallway and you leap and you fly into the chasm.
You hear fly like an eagle for a split second until she just eats shit.
You take 1 point of damage.
She stubs her toe and you hear Bjark is my baby toe from the bottom of a crevice.
I'm coming. I leap after her.
Roll me athletics.
Can I guidance him? When he says I'm coming?
You guidance or
Playing this game is great because when we all just make fucking dumbass decisions, watching Dave just sit here and go,
I climb on Shelly's back. I
There's
climb.
there's not a whole lot to say.
You successfully leap down into the crevasse without taking any damage.
I think I could do that.
You want to jump in too? Roll me athletics.
I
wanna
want to
jump
jump
on the
in.
other
I want
side
to
of
jump over.
yeah, I want to jump over.
I want
wanna
to do
jump
what Boshi
over?
couldn't do.
I will just stand with my hands up. You just step on my hands. You can then walk across. You
It's
done
only 10 feet down. You're probably, what, 6'4"?
6'7" plus
I'm-
arms is more.
I probably could just walk across his fucking hands. No, I want to jump.
Okay, athletics.
I'll
Gu-
catch you.
Guidance. Wait, no, I will let Mikhail go first so I can guidance him first.
You're going to guidance me?
Yeah, I'll guidance you, buddy.
Does Bjark have a bag or a weapon on his back?
He does. Vimerana.
Go, Mikhail!
Huh.
Athletics.
Oh, okay.
Fly like an eagle
Trying to get a piggyback ride.
to the sea.
13.
Roll that d4.
Damn it. Oh. 6.
You run and your pudgy ass leaps across and lands, and you are successfully on the other side.
Ha-ha! I'll do the guidance and do the same.
Sure.
12.
Roll that d4.
16.
You also leap across the other side, and you look back and realize you have abandoned Rufus, and he's on his own to get across because you only care about
He's
normal
got
criminals.
Shelly.
Aw,
It's only 10
Rufus
feet down.
is all by
How
himself.
big is Shelly?
What
I
are
bet
we-
her legs could reach across, reach all the way to the bottom.
Because as we all know, per Mikhail, Goblin can't be king, and so fuck you, Rufus. Rufus, you are left alone on the other side. How are you getting across?
Well, me and Shelly we're locked in a heated debate on how we should do this.
Whether or not doors open in or out.
Yeah. All right, Shelly. I think if we get a running start, you can make this.
How wide is the hallway?
10
Everyone's
feet.
just like,
Is it 10
10
feet?
feet wide.
Can she not do like what they do in Ultimate Ninja Warrior, where they like grab both sides of the walls?
Not how crab legs work.
All right.
Shelly,
Crab legs work like knuckles. They're a ball joint.
so
not
Shelly is going to get a running start, and then she's going to try and jump us across.
Okay.
And we don't feel very good about this. It's a 17.
17 makes it. 17, you get a running jump with Shelly. And if you guys have never seen a crab leap before, it's a majestic thing as it soars over Boshi and
This
Bjork.
looks like a shuriken going through the air.
Yeah. And it spins. For some reason, Rufus has Naruto arms.
I'll go,
As it spins
It's
through
true,
the air.
majestic. I have to admit it.
I'll go to the edge and like lower down my hammer to try to help Bjark and Boshi like grab it and just pull them up.
Sure. You do that. You guys can easily climb up with the aid of Ewan. As you're down there, though,
What's down the corridors on either side of the rift? Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. As you're down there, you notice that there is no fluorescent lichen on this rift at all. It continues for a fairly decent distance to the northeast, to what you would imagine is roughly the same direction as those rooms you were just in. To the southeast, it kind of widens, but you can't really see it. It's dark. Boshi, you can see, I think, like 100 feet down there, more or less, and it just descends into darkness. Down to the southeast, you can see that the crevice sort of splits in a few directions, so you could potentially go and enter one of the rooms over there.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go down there. It's very dangerous.
Huh?
I was just commenting on how all of these alternative pathways which we might take, which might circumnavigate a great amount of this dungeon, we probably shouldn't take it because it's dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Can I try to help navigate?
Down, or
Yeah.
where are you trying to? Are you trying to?
She wants to look down, like to see.
Boshi, we shouldn't go down there. It might be dangerous.
Yeah, you can walk down there.
Mhm.
You can see in the dark, Boshi, so you can walk down there.
Yeah, she just wants to see what's down there. That's all.
Okay.
All right, Nas, we'll wait
I
here.
just want to see. I'm not going to touch anything. I
We'll
learned my lesson.
wait for you. We'll wait.
I can see everything, so I don't need a torch.
We'll be back.
Bjark, maybe you don't go. You can't see. Don't take the torch and give it away.
Remember, I snuck in the room. I'm a ninja.
Are you stealthing into this room?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a stealth.
That's a 15.
Okay. As you descend down this chasm here, you get about 20 feet beyond the hallway, and it starts to get slightly warmer. And the closer and closer you get to the split, it gets warmer and warmer. And as you creep up to the split in the crevasse, you see that where it splits open, there's like a warm glow sort of coming from that. That seems to be the most logical point of the source of the heat. But unless you kind of peer around the corner, you can't really see what that glow is.
Can I peer around the corner very discreetly?
Absolutely. You see, as you peer around the corner, that there is a giant, bundle of fire. And I'd like you to roll me a perception.
Shit. 15?
15 is not bad. You look closely, and this fire moves in a strange way. This couldn't be coming from a brazier, and it shouldn't be emanating this much heat. And then you see it move, and you realize that this fire is coiling, and it is, in fact, a fire snake.
Uh-oh.
A living elemental creature that is burrowed down here, and this might be its home.
Uh-oh.
And that's the only way to go, down this way.
Yes, down this way, yeah.
So yeah, she's going to head back quietly.
When you pass, the crevice just sort of tapers off.
Yeah, she'll just go back. There's a fire snake. I'm not interested. And then she climbs back up. I don't like death.
Yeah, so you guys...
Not me.
you guys climb up successfully on the other side of the hallway, and you proceed onward.
Yeah, we'll let Boshi go first.
Okay, sure. Let's have Boshi go first. So Boshi, are you bouncing from wall to wall here?
Is this a corridor? Or is this like an open?
It's a zigzag corridor.
Yeah, she'll jump around.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics, please.
Great.
Jump around. Jump around.
That's a 6.
So you've been jumping around. Your legs are a little tired. You took some death earlier, so it's a little more difficult for you to bounce back and forth from the walls. Plus, it's a zigzag kind of corridor, so it makes you jump to one and you like slide down and reset, jump to the other one. It's not really, but you are able to get your way down there, setting off no traps. You zigzag down the hallway with all your friends slowly following behind you, and you end with a door at the end of the corridor.
Mikhail, do you want to kick this door open, or should I just open it?
You can do it. It's really fun.
Okay. And then she just, hiya, and then opens the door with the door handle.
Roll me an athletics check.
To open the door?
That's the monk.
You say athletics? Sorry.
I did say athletics.
Hacha, that's a 21.
Okay, you grab this thing, and at first, the stone door is stuck against the stone tiling, but you are able to
grasp it.
Yeah, you are able to firmly grasp it and pull the stone door open, revealing a small shrine. There are faded mosaic tiles decorating parts of the walls. Most have fallen off, but in the center of the chamber stands a small pedestal of rusted iron shaped like a dragon.
Boshi grabs Bjark's hand and yanks him in the room and just, ooh, look at it, shiny, shiny, shiny.
It's another goddamn dragon. You would have thought by now the motif would have changed slightly since we're below the castle.
It's going to be cave dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Underground dragons.
I'm gonna fuck that dragon up if he tries to stop us again.
I don't recommend that. I put my dick in a dragon like a few days ago. It wasn't a good idea.
As you guys enter the room, that's the partiest thing to say. As you guys enter the room, I'd like perception checks from you.
Another perception check.
That's a thing.
14.
I got a 12.
Oh,
Natural 20 for
Natural 20.
Okay. As you guys meander around the room, you see that there are many bits and pieces of armor. There looks like what could have been at one point like molded food. This looks like offerings. There's like strange coins from lands you've never seen, like little fragments and shards of gems. I'm sure if you scoop it all together, you might be able to sell this for some money. Rufus, you notice that there are several strange pieces of equipment that your eye is sort of drawn to, as though they're slightly out of place. They look by far just as old as everything else here, except for some, you can see like small cracks in like the patina and like the crust on these things, and you can see like the bright shine of metal shining through as if it's just sort of caked on there. There is a large shield, and there is a large sword that both have this sort of markings.
So I'll go over to that stuff and start like scraping it off.
Okay. As you begin to scrape this off, you reveal a gleaming golden sword and a gleaming golden shield.
Ooh.
So is it a great sword?
Yeah.
Hey, Bjork, look at this. This is like a really big and pretty sword. It's like yours, but like prettier.
I think it's a long sword. Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
It is for you. It is a great sword.
Yeah. Hey, Mikhail, look, this is a weapon. You can like carry a weapon and you can hold a shield.
Oh, there's a weapon?
Yeah.
Gimme.
Aren't you actually a Valor Bard?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He can use a longsword.
Worst bard ever.
So Shelly picks up both of them and we go over and we just like shove them at Mikhail.
Oh, fuck. I'm not a Valor Bard.
You've been doing Valor Bard stuff.
Yeah, I have been doing Valor Bard stuff. No, the only one I did it on was like last game when he had to add it to his damage, but he didn't. He added it to his attack roll.
Are you a lore?
Cutting words, which is lore. No, I'm not a Valor Bard.
Oh, never mind. Fuck you, Mikhail. And he
Okay.
shoves it at you. And
I mean, I could still use it. I just can't use it very well.
no, you can't. No, you.
I could swing it.
No.
I could try.
I'm interested in the shield.
As the blade and shield are thrust upon you by Rufus, make me a Constitution saving throw.
They go together.
Is it poisonous?
It's not.
I can't with you.
I feel like I need to ask that every time. 12.
As they are thrust upon you, these two items are painful to the touch.
What the fuck, lad?
As they clatter to the ground, you notice that they both bear the exact same but different symbol of Barnabas that you saw in your vision.
I go pick it up.
Is that the same as in the gold and glimmering and beautiful?
As the golden, glimmery, beautiful one.
Hold on, lad. I think this is one of his warriors. Barnabas.
Why don't you pray to him and ask him or something then? It didn't hurt me or Shelly when we touched it.
I'm going to ritual cast Orion.
Okay. So do you take 10 minutes to cast Ryan?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Not Unseen Servant. Ryan.
Ryan, yeah. Ryan fell.
I cast Ryan.
That's
Can I lift up the bronze statue of the dragon?
You can try. Roll me an athletics check.
21.
You can get a firm grip on it and sort of lift it, like you sort of like tip it back a little bit, but you can't pick it up. It's about the size of you.
This is really heavy. I was going to give it to you as a wedding present, Bolshi, but I don't think it's practical. It would look quite nice in the garden, but yeah. No, sorry.
I will wait for Mikhail to finish his stuff. I'm not going to try to pick the sword and shield back up.
I'm going to have the Unseen Servant pick up both of them. I'm going to have Ryan be a holy warrior Barnabas.
You have Ryan attempt to pick them both up, and despite the fact that you can't see him, you know that he is struggling, as both of these items weigh more than 5 pounds.
God damn it.
You want to pick up the sword and the shield? I picked up the sword and the shield.
You pick them up.
What do you want to do with them?
You can pick them up just fine?
Yeah, so could you.
Yeah, they're not a problem.
Give me that sword. I'm going to use it.
You have a longsword. It is shiny and gold.
Gold and shiny?
Mm-hmm.
Lad,
I'm not even proficient.
That is what you wanted. You wanted gold.
Yeah.
lad, might I see that shield? Might I see the shield for a moment? Before he hands it to me, I'm going to take off, I'm going to kind of rip off the Gashul necklace. And set that down first.
Okay.
And
Sure.
then I will try to touch the Barnabas stuff.
It hurts less. It is still painful to the touch, but you notice that it is noticeably. If we had the doctor's pain chart, it was a 7 before, and it's like a 5 now.
I'm totally confused and lost. I can't touch it. It's because I draw my power from the Dark Lord, I think. But Barnabas is supposed to be his left hand.
You know what? Roll me perception. Ewan.
Okay. +2. Here we go. Good job.
I'll actually give you advantage on this one because it's something of yours.
I swear I rolled like 3 12 perception checks.
You really have, man.
20.
Okay. Cool. You notice that as you sort of remove the Gashulian holy symbol off and sort of place it on the ground, the cracks you saw previously are now gone. It is fully black again.
Hey, maybe you're not as evil as you thought. You did stop lying and stuff. It might have messed up your mojo.
You know what? If you'd like, roll me an intelligence. I'll even say religion if you have it.
Okay. I do have religion, and I'm proficient. That's a +3. That is a 5.
Unfortunately, you know what? For the sake of it, because again, it is your jam. I'll give you advantage. That makes sense. It is your thing.
All right, let's try this one more time then.
Directly pertains to.
That is also
Perfect.
a 5.
Exactly the same number. No. Perhaps there is some merit to what Rufus is saying. That's all you get.
Well, it's not going to help us survive to try to figure out now if Mikhail can carry it. Let's move on, I guess.
I got a shiny sword, and I'm gonna stab people with it.
Sure.
There is no more on. There's no more door.
There is no more door here. This was it. This seems to be a small shrine at the end of this hallway.
Mikhail, use the pointy end.
Oh, got it.
Holding it wrong. Yeah.
Yep, okay, got it. Sorry.
So before we head out, I want to move Shelly over, and I give I give Shelly
A bath.
no
A hand job.
A hand job. Reach around.
no
A shot hand job.
gives
Grab around.
I pull
Crab
out
around.
grab around. I pull out a coin and hand it to her, and I pull out one for myself. Come here, Shelly. This is a shrine thing. We should probably do the thing, and then we're gonna pray at the shrine to the dragon god.
Rufus is praying?
Crab around, crab around.
Rufus,
crab
what are you
around, doo-doo-doo.
praying?
We are going to pray to find an expedient way home.
Expedia.
Did everyone leave the room, or are you guys all still in there?
No, I guess we're still in there. We're kind of waiting to figure out where to go.
Okay. So go ahead, drop your coins, and roll me religion with advantage.
Ooh, that's probably not going to be a great roll.
I'm
Religion.
done playing religious characters.
You always.
Come on, dice. Oh, nat 20. That gives me a 19.
Holy shit. Holy
As you-
shit.
As you place the 2 gold coins on the shrine, and you begin your, albeit simple prayer to find the most expedient way home, you all hear this, ringing, this choir of bells, just sort of in the distance, very, lilty, as they sort of, ding, 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 around this room, with seemingly no source. And as you see Rufus, sit down with his eyes closed, and Shelly with her, crab eyes closed. I don't think they do that, but you see the statue around him, the patina begins to crumble and chip off, revealing a massive golden statue of a dragon. And the way it is standing, the patina falls off the chest and reveals that same symbol of the golden lighted Barnabas.
Uh-oh.
That's why I couldn't lift it up. Gold is much heavier than brass.
Rufus, you have advantage on survival checks for the next day
Ooh.
to find your way home.
Is this thing still there?
The giant golden statue? Absolutely. Yep.
Hi.
It's a giant golden statue.
Oh, it's a statue. Never mind. I thought it was a guy. I thought he was gold.
No, it's a giant
golden guy.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, she.
The shitty statue crumbled, all the crud on it crumbled off to reveal that it was solid gold underneath.
Yeah.
You know, guys,
Thought
this
it
is
was
a
a guy.
dragon altar, and it was a dragon that sent us down here to take the test. There's dragon stuff everywhere in this place. Dragons like coins and stuff.
I put the
This is
sword.
really-
in his, I
this
put
is
the
really
sword in
cool.
his hand, Michael.
Okay, you walk up to this thing and you notice that the hand is outstretched in a way that would accept the sword.
Yeah, I
And
put
as
the
you
sword in it.
as you do so, you also realize the shield is in a position that would accept the other
Guys,
side.
put the shield on it. Put the shield on it.
In a similar way. As you sort of latch the shield, you see it curl in and it brings the shield to its chest, and then the other arm curls in and brings the sword to the shield. And you see the eyes open, revealing bright golden crystals.
Boink.
As you pick one out, you hear a shattering. The gem bursts in your hand, and the medallion around your neck is remade.
Ooh.
She grabs the other one.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's
The other
dope.
one shatters in your hand, and the medallion around your neck is remade.
Hey.
Yay, I can die again.
I can die
Nope.
again. Seppuku.
You
Yark, you hear that? I could die again. What if I fall again?
No, you cannot die again, Boshi.
I
We
could be
need
fine.
2 amulets.
We could do everything.
No, we would need 2 amulets if you were
I'm
to die.
indestructible. I could kick down any door that I want. I go to a nearby door and kick it down.
You close the door of the room you're in. It is a stone door. You break your ankle.
Close the door.
He dies. His fucking leg shatters through. And he somehow dies.
No, he doesn't die. He just has a shattered leg and an
Kill me, please.
Should I put her
Remake
down?
me.
She just has a knife to her throat.
I want to be remade. This hurts so fucking bad, please.
It's like a horse.
Also,
broke his
fucking
leg,
figure
put
when
him
I
down.
come back.
You need 2 amulets, Boshi.
What? Why would I need 2 amulets?
I placed my hand upon your belly. You carry our child.
It's been like an hour, dude. It's not. I've never had sex before. This is definitely not how that works.
No, we have committed the acts of man and wife.
That's
That
not
means
how that-
there is a child. That is how it works. It will be arriving in 9 months when the storks bring it.
Yeah, barbarian insta-baby.
Boshi, you're pregnant?
Barbarian instant.
It's barbarian magic. It's
Got it.
a common thing.
Got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Very instant baby. I give Boshi my necklace and I say, for your child.
Well,
That is very honorable.
if I die and immediately come back, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Are you willing to risk the life of our unborn child on that supposition?
I mean, practice makes perfect.
And if I die and you take off one of those amulets and you put it on me again, and if I wake up again, I'm going to be pissed.
Don't worry, I definitely won't do that.
Keep your
Thank you.
amulet. Keep it
Thanks.
for you.
Thanks, Rufus.
You know what would be worse, lad? If
Yeah, we
you
just
died
don't-
and we put
George,
the necklace
you know,
back on you and you came back and you were pregnant.
Rufus, as you
Tails running around.
look at the
Doors
sword
open.
shield, Rufus, that the way it is now grasped, there is no way to release them.
You gave up your gold. I don't know if you're going to get any more.
You gave up your gold and you gave up your amulet. Mikhail, don't you know what this means?
Does that mean he's got honor?
You have abandoned your false hope of money in exchange for an honorable act.
You got honor. You're a dumbass.
I'm a dumbass.
No offense, Bjork. I'm sure it's great.
None taken. I understand your predilection of your species for being degenerate.
And cowards. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and cowards, yeah.
Yes. Did it.
So, as you guys stare upon this golden statue, sword and shield in hand, all 3 bearing the symbol of a Barnabas that no one knows, what do you guys do?
I go and open the door again. And
Okay.
then-
Why do you think we keep saying this symbol? Do you think it means something? You're our spiritual advisor-ish.
You know, I was thinking, lad, if Barnabas was following this, I don't know, dragon here, right? It's on his shield. I saw it in the dream. You saw it in the dream. But we all know that there's only one true God, which is Gashul. We just pray to Barnabas because he's my favourite.
Well, I mean, that's what everyone says, but, I don't really
So
play
the question is, what happened to him to make him go from following this one God into following another?
That's a good question. You should find someone to ask it.
Can I throw a coin in before
I
we
got a theory.
and say a prayer?
Sure.
Right? We were all doing one thing. You were following a path. And then the doctor professor guy's like, hey, you guys are going to do this now. And I'll give you cool stuff if you do it, or I'm going to kill you. Maybe that happened.
Right, so maybe Draxus forced Barnabas into following Gashul.
Maybe not him specifically, but somebody,
But I don't even know what this dragon is here, and I'm pointing at the statue. There's
I don't
no
know.
textbooks, no scripts, no nothing talking about anything looking like this dragon.
Boshi, roll me a religion with a
It's never existed is the point.
Why did Professor Dr. Mr. Drex send us in here in the first place? I'm not particularly clear on that one.
He said to collect something. We're here to collect great treasures.
It's a 19 for the podcast.
Hey, for clarification, Mike, literally stuff made out of the Barnabas statue that he found, right? That's what he's described.
He has described something like that. So there are stones and like minor things that he doesn't really care about. Other people have come back with like parts of like large parts of human organs, like massive things. But as everyone has told you, this is the Jade Colossus changes. That's why there's no maps for this. So what you encounter might be different than anyone else has encountered. From what you can see, there seem to have been other adventurers who have encountered this keep and have perished here. So really, whatever you find here that is unique could be brought back to him. So including that Barnabas statue.
I thought he described stuff being made of like those particular materials.
Yeah, so that Barnabas statue is made of that material. They have, like I said, there's a human heart they found, or fragments of a human heart, or it looks like one like large, or a human eyeball, also made of that stone material. So not just the stone itself. He's looking for artifacts.
I don't know, lad. There's no text I've ever studied talking about this dragon here, or anything about Barnabas before Gashul. There was always Gashul. Gashul is the beginning, the end, and everything we know.
Why does any of this matter?
Well, we're trying to figure out if it's worth anything, lad. If it's worth something, we might be able to leave.
Oh. Why don't we just ask it?
Be my guest. And I'll step aside.
Excuse me, Mr. Statue.
If it fucking talks back.
It doesn't respond to you, but go on.
It is the voice of Mike Tyson.
You're doing
How can I
it
help
wrong.
you?
You're doing it wrong. You got to get down and close your eyes.
Okay. Now what?
You got to pray. You got to say a prayer.
Oh.
Shut up. It's not real anyway.
Okay.
What was your prayer, Boshi? Did it work?
She prayed for both of her horns back.
Look, does she have both of her horns back?
Not currently.
I am going to pray to the statue.
It was worth a shot.
Maybe it takes time. They got to grow or something.
You know, if you just want your horns back, why don't you just make some? I mean, I know it's not the same as the original, but I have to imagine that material's kind of like a horse's hoof, right? Like a nice horn, like made out of a horseshoe. You just nail it to
walks
it.
over this close to his face, like a centimeter away.
It could look really nice. You could put chains and decorations, opals even.
I am not going to decorate myself like a fucking Christmas tree. Fuck you, Ewan. It's not the same.
You're all mad at me. I was just trying to improve something.
She's already red, but she turns more red.
It's like this, and I show her my golden tooth.
It's
like this. If you lose a piece, you could just make another one.
It's Gashulmus. Mikhail, what are you praying?
Ewan's got gold. He's been sitting on gold the whole time.
It's just one tooth, lad, and if you come for it, I'll break your nuts off.
Mikhail,
You'll break his nuts off?
In me mouth.
Oh, okay.
Mikhail.
Yeah, what?
What are you praying for?
I am praying for guidance.
Also, did you make an offering?
I'm going to offer... What do I have?
You saw both. Well, you saw Rufus offer gold. You didn't see Boshi do that, but she did the same.
So I have a potion.
Okay,
I don't know what it is.
I do.
Cool, awesome, that's great. I put the potion down. I say, there's my offering, and I'm gonna pray for guidance.
Okay.
On what the fuck to do?
That's a vague thing. Like,
I want guidance on which room we should go to in order to find what our heart's desire is.
Interesting. Okay, roll me a religion with advantage.
Ooh.
Boshi, are we going to raise our child as a God-fearing type, such as, say, Ewan? Or are we going to raise them more in the barbarian ways?
No, if you can't see it, it might not be real.
Yeah, that's our thinking too.
You know, down in Texas, they always said that your child should fear two things: you and God.
Why? Is the gods going to raise my child? Is they going to teach them how to throw a spear and wrestle a mammoth to the
I
ground?
don't know, man. That's just what they said.
Well done. Well placed joke. Well placed, super niche joke.
I got a
All the way
17 on my
from
roll.
Gen Con.
You did get a 17. So nothing happens. What are the rest of you guys doing?
All right, nothing happened. I take the potion and drink it.
You attempt to pick up the potion. You are unable to pick it up. It seems like it seems like it weighs very. It's not like stuck or anything. It's very heavy.
Can I pop the cork off?
You cannot.
Ah, if only I had a straw.
It appears as though once an offering made, always an offering made.
Darn.
I start peeing on the statue.
Okay. Cool.
I will not have my destiny determined by any type of lizard, whether they believe they are some kind of being of power or not. I am Bjorkor. I never bow my knee to any kind of idol that does not provide any kind of use whatsoever.
Interesting. Okay. You pee on the statue.
Nice.
There, peace done. No.
Ewan, is there anything you'd like to do before?
He thinks about it. I want to know the truth. Does Barnabas... Did he serve another god? And if he did, does he regret serving Gashul? And I'll take off the amulet and I will slide it over the sword.
Ooh.
Interesting. Make me a religion check with advantage.
Alright, motherfucker. Roll for me, please. 10. With
Okay.
advantage.
I will.
And plus 3.
I will, as he's doing this, like, I don't fucking know. Start. Yeah. When you slide the medallion over, I'm just gonna be like, you know, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe you got something there. I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Roll is a 15 now.
Okay. As you slide this thing down and are encouraged by Mikhail, do you take a knee? Do you genuflect in front of the statue, or do you just sort of say it out loud?
Sure.
Okay. As you do all your normal prayer things, you're hoping for some kind of sign, and your allies who are looking on to your prayer watch as the black Gashul symbol cracks yet again and begins to crumble like the patina of the statue, and underneath it reveals that same golden symbol of Barnabas. There's no voice in your head. It seems as though that is the only answer you will get.
You should clean your equipment more often.
Don't you understand, Bjark? And I'll slide the amulet off. Does it come off or is it stuck?
Of the donations, the charitable acts, that is the only one that removes itself.
And I'll put it on. I know. I know this is the truth. I just don't know who this is. But he clearly was served by Barnabas. And he clearly was a god before Gashul. Maybe he was a brother. Or maybe his was destroyed. Or I don't know. Maybe there were even more gods. Who knows now? But what we do know is that Gashul is not the only god. And that means something. That means something. It means a lot of things to this world. I just don't know where else to look for answers. There are no texts. Probably destroyed. Burned up. Imagine, Bjark, you lived your whole life. They told you be a great, big, strong warrior. And then the day came with a challenger, and what you needed was quickness and speed to flee and save your loved ones or your child, and you're shaking your head, but you know that's what I'm going through. Live my whole life telling one thing, and now maybe it's not true, and no one else knows it but the five of us and Shelley.
5 of us and Shelley.
And Ryan. And probably that great big cunt dragon upstairs too. I don't know.
I don't think Ryan can hear.
He knows.
He knows.
He's seen some shit.
Whatever battles you going through, Ewan, all of these mystical powers of yours, if they require deception and running away, they can't possibly be true. On the other hand, if it is your destiny to be chosen to be the herald of a new age, of new gods, then perhaps it is the courage that you require.
I just don't know. I don't even have a name. I've got it. And is there dirt here, or
Yeah,
is
there's
it all
enough
stone floor?
shit on the ground. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna Ouija board this. I'm gonna put out the alphabet.
Okay.
It takes me a moment. I put out the alphabet. And I'm gonna take the amulet and I'm gonna pray. Give me a name. And I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna throw the amulet onto the Ouija board. We're hoping for a letter.
Roll me an athletics. Oh, not athletics. Sorry, no, religion. That was a weird brain swap there.
That is an 18.
Okay, you close your eyes and you throw the medallion and it lands on the letter.
On the letter B.
Mm-hmm.
I pick it back up and I do this over and over and over.
Every time it lands on a B.
His name is Ba.
His name is.
All right, great B. I will go and spread your word. Let others know that there is more to this world than just Gashul.
Rufus,
We cannot hear you, mate.
There's no response.
Okay.
do the goblins worship any kind of deities?
Only when we think they're looking. And we kind of change it when we need to.
That is no help. Mikhail, you are a worshipper of Gashul?
Like, I went to church, but I didn't I'm not like profound, like cleric priest. Like, I guess I believe in him. Why?
Well, is you and perhaps possessed or something?
What do you mean? Why would he be?
I don't
should
know
pray.
all this god stuff.
You should do it too. Here. Take this, close your eyes, and pray for the next letter in the name. And throw it softly into the letters.
Who are you giving it to?
Mikhail.
I toss
He
it.
said I went to church.
You toss it and it just sort of lands in the center of the alphabet.
It's not on a letter.
Nope.
Oh, it didn't land on a letter.
His journey is not to find the god. His journey is to find his real purpose.
Yeah, that's what I think it is for everybody, is that we're all trying to find our purpose, right? That's
Nope.
what the dragon asked.
We are here for honor. Boshi, what are you here for?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
It's not wrong. It's a really bad fine.
Yeah, I don't have the money for it. I can't even.
It's a fucking bad
I
fine.
can't even, keep my horns on my head. So
Please tell me you guys get the reference.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, yeah, let's leave. This is all the information we're gonna get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I don't think there's anything left to learn here. If you want to do your hopscotching around,
did you say hopscotch?
All right, you're bouncing.
I've never had that kind of scotch before.
You went down to the south of the tunnel, of the crevasse, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What was in the north?
I didn't go there, right?
Nope.
Adventures! And then she
Yay.
runs.
Okay. Who is the last to leave this room?
Ryan.
Besides Ryan.
Rufus probably.
Rufus, are you the last to leave the room?
I'll be the last to leave, sure.
Okay. As
But
you
Shelly is bigger, so she leaves last.
Sure. As you leave, the stone door and closes behind you. And as you hear the door close, you look back and a golden light rims the door. And you flush. And there is no door any longer. Mikhail. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard entirely.
Barnabas rimmed the door.
Mikhail, oh, Jesus Christ. What was your
Back to where you think?
what was your prayer?
My prayer?
You just ejected all thought from my brain with that.
Oh, yeah?
I had like a whole thing, and then it was just gone.
You say ejected, I say ejaculated. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
To
What
me,
did you
that's
pray
fine.
All your
for?
thoughts.
What did you pray for, Mikhail? I remember what you prayed for.
I prayed
remember what
for
you prayed
our heart's desire.
for. You prayed for guidance. Okay, so as you all leave, the door gets rimmed by Barnabas, and you proceed down the hallway. Mikhail, as you take a few steps, there's this weird, like, sort of like headache that you get, and as you close your eyes, you are treated to a small glimpse of a vision. There is a gnarled tree, and in the tree is a man who is sort of stuck both in and out of the tree. He's part of it. He has like carvings around him of different animals, and you can see that his eyes still move as though he is still sentient. And these children of the forest that you know previously, although they look different, they look more natural, less woody, more viney, come to him, and they either kneel and perhaps pray or ask questions, and then they leave and move away. That is a vision you receive. Rufus, you see the Tower of Va, which you know as Draxus's lair. You see deep below the island, there are hidden caves full of treasures. One of them, for some reason, you are sure there is an item in that cave that will hide you from the ever-watchful eye of Draxus, which will allow you to go home and stay there forever. Bjark, you step forward and march down the hallway, and your loins itch something fierce. Roll me a d4.
We got cool visions and you got crabs.
Or
I think he's getting an extension.
Every fourth action you take is spent itching your loins. Boshi, as you proceed to bounce around the halls back the way you came, please roll me acrobatics with disadvantage.
Slay him, slay him, slay him.
I don't wanna.
An 8. So you have been seen jumping from wall to wall, across chasms, down holes, and you have been proficient at most of them. Although this time you cannot seem to find purchase. Whatever you do, you seem to stumble and trip. And as you fall on your knees, you finally realize why. Your head is several pounds heavier than it was before, as your horns have grown back.
Oh my God.
And
Amazing.
that is where we end this episode.
Incredible.
You hear
Incredible.
bellowing out, echoing throughout all the caverns, I'm horny again!
Bjark's got handles!
I'm coming.
And
There is nothing else to say. We're ending on that note. We will see you next Monday.